Hey, what's up guys? It's Jay here. Just a quick request before this week's playthrough. A few months ago, my camera setup stopped working and I haven't been able to record any new playthroughs since then. So I've just been releasing games that I had pre-recorded before the camera broke. I'm down to my last couple of pre-recorded playthroughs, and after that I had originally planned to stop releasing new content on the channel. A couple of weeks ago, a viewer named Girthquake2 got in contact and suggested setting up a fundraiser to try and raise enough money to uh, get a new camera set up and continue releasing content. So what I did was set up a small GoFundMe campaign. I'll leave the link in the description below. Really appreciate if you could check it out. No pressure to donate if you're unable to. But yeah, check it out and hopefully I can continue making new content for the channel. But yeah, with that, I think it's time to get into this week's adventure. Really hope you enjoy it. Thank you. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another playthrough of Mage Knight. Today we're going to be playing as Goldyx with Tovak as the dummy player. We have a green, a blue and a gold in the source, and the initial unit offer is Utum Crossbowmen, Illusionists and Thugs. For the advanced actions then we have Song of Wind, Peaceful Moment and Magic Talent. And then for our spell offer we have Tremor, Earthquake, Charm, Possess and Restoration, Rebirth. We have two monasteries on the starting tiles, so our two monastery cards are Diplomacy and Mana Storm, and I think that's everything, so we can go on and start with our first hand. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and we get March, Rage, Tranquility and Mana Draw. And I think here we probably want to go for straight to that monastery, the first monastery, rather than going up here and probably getting bogged down in all the movement and trying to take out this orc. So we probably go there and maybe pick up either Mana Storm or the Illusionists. So yeah, let's go with, I think, planning to start for our tactic. The dummy player then is going to choose number 3. So they're going to take Mana Steal. That goes out of the game. And we can go on and start. They are going to go first. So we will go for 1, 2 and 3. It's a white. They're going to have 2 blues and a red. So they're not going to go again. So it's over to us. And I think for us, we will go with March with the green from the source for a move of 4. And our second March for a move of 6. That gets us move 3 there. And another 2 onto the monastery. I think we'll end our turn there. We'll re-roll this. It's a red. We have 3 and we're going to draw another 3 for planning. So we get Threaten, Will Focus and Rage. Dummy player then 1, 2 and 3. It's a red. They get 1 more back to us. And I think here, because let's leave planning there to remind us. Because we got Threaten, we can probably try and recruit the Illusionists here. So we'll go with Will Focus with a gold. And we'll play Threaten for influence of 8. That'll be enough to get the Illusionists. We're going to lose 1 reputation for using the stronger effect of Threaten. And then we'll re-roll this. It is a white. We have 1, 2, 3 and 4. So we'll get another 2. 1 and 2. And we get Crystal Joy and Swiftness. Dummy player then 1, 2 and 3. It's a blue. They get 2 more, 1 and 2. Back to us. And I think here let's use Crystal Joy with a blue. And we will take a green into our inventory and we'll use that green with Tranquility to draw 2 more cards. So we'll get, yeah, let's do that. Stamina and Stamina. And then let's play... We probably want to play those 2 for a move of 4, which will get us into this monastery. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, so we'll draw another 2. So let's go with that. This gets discarded. That is a black. and we are drawing another 2. So we'll get 1, 2, and we get Swiftness and Determination. Dummy player then 1, 2, and 3. It's a white. They don't go again. Back to us. And I think here let's burn the monastery down. So we'll lose 1, 2, 3, and we are going to draw a purple. And we can't use our unit, so we get, okay, so 6 physical attack, arcane immune, poison, assassination, and 6 armor. So I think we can use mana draw with the white from the source. We'll take the black and set it to white, which will give us 2 white tokens. And we can use those 2 with our 2 swiftness cards in hand. So we have ranged attack 3 and another ranged attack of 3, which is enough to take him out in the ranged and siege attack phase. So we will get 5 fame for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was going to be a level up. These go away. The white doesn't get reroll, but the first white does, and that is a green. And we are left with these 3 in hand. We are getting a skill, so we get a choice between. So we can flip the bottom, this one for a blue crystal to our inventory and a white mana token, and then playing cards sideways with a mana gets +3 or +4. I think I'm going to take the access to the crystal. The common one is Tovak's cooperative one. I think for our advanced action, I'm going to take Magic Talent here. And the new advanced action we're going to get is Pure Magic. So we're left with 3 here, and we'll draw another 2. Or sorry, 3 because of planning. So 1, 2, 3. And we get Promise, Improvisation, and Magic Talent. Dummy player then goes, and they're going to declare end of round in the next turn. Back to us. Sorry, we should have a shield token on the monastery. And we actually should get an artifact. Apologies, I forgot about the reward. So that should have been taken before the skill as well. So Bow of Stars Dawn or Mysterious Box. I think I'm going to take Bow of Stars Dawn here. So that'll go like that. And then we should not have in our hand. Yeah, so instead of Promise, we should have Bow of Stars Dawn in our hand. Yeah, apologies. So yeah, now what do we want to do? I think here we will take on the Orc in combat. So he's going to do 4 damage or physical attack. So we can play Rage and Determination for a block of 4. That's enough to block him. And then we can use Improvisation and discard Magic Talent with that, using the red from the source for an attack of 5, and then the other Rage for an attack of 2. That's enough to take him out in the attack phase because he's physically resistant. We need 6 physical attack to do that. He was fortified because he was behind a wall. So we get +1 reputation and +4 fame. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we will level up. This gets re-rolled. It's a red. And yet then we are getting a new command token. And we are left with 1 in hand, and we'll draw the last card, which is Promise. The dummy player declares end of round. We can, I think we probably want to try and pick up Mana Storm here. So we're -1 on the reputation. We can't because we're in a monastery. So yeah, I think we just play these 2 sideways. We burn the monastery down so we can't get Mana Storm. So we'll play 2 sideways to move. And we'll explore this tile. And it is tile number 2. Right next to a green crystal mine. There is an orc as well. And the orc is 4 physical attack with 3 armor, and then there's a village up there, and I think we can activate our illusionist to gain a white to our inventory, and then we'll flip this skill to gain a blue to our inventory as well. We can't use the white mana token that provides, so we just won't take it, and that's going to be the end of the round. So we will re-roll the source. And it's red, blue, and red. So that is fine. We can renew our unit. The unit offer is getting renewed, and the new units we get are Guardian Golems, the Magic Familiars, and the Savage Monks. The advanced actions are going away, and the new ones that we get are Pathfinding, and Blood Rage. They're going to take Song of Wind into their deck. These advance along, and the new one that we get is Learning. And then they're going to get a green into their inventory for the Tremor Earthquake spell. These advance along, and the new spell that we're getting is Snowstorm Blizzard. And then we can shuffle up and go on to the next round. Okay, so we can draw up to our hand limit of 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we get Promise, Will Focus, 1, 2, 3, 4. We shouldn't have Promise there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we get Will Focus, Mana Draw, Rage, March, and Stamina. And I think for this we will take Preparation, and probably want to try and get up to the village on the first turn, and then maybe explore as much as possible from there, there and there maybe. So yeah, we will take a movement card. I think we'll just take probably, I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter, March or Stamina. Let's take March. So yeah, we will hopefully get up to that village and then be able to explore a couple of new tiles and see if we can get something a bit more valuable on the board, like maybe a Mage Tower or a keep. And sorry, we should only have one monastery card in the advanced actions now. So Blood Rage would actually be in this in the offer instead of Learning. So yeah, apologies about that. Dummy Player is going to take number 3. So Mana Search is out of the game. Preparation also gone. And they are going to go first again. So they go 1, 2, and 3. It's a blue, they get 2 more, 1 and 2. Over to us, we are going to play Stamina with the blue from the source, along with our 2 marches. So that's 4, 6, and 8, which will get us 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we could play 1 sideways here to get 1 more movement and explore this tile maybe. Do I want to? Yeah, let's play Rage sideways and we will explore. So we get tile number 14. Okay. So we have a keep, a maze, and a deep crystal mine. So yeah, we'll end our turn there. We'll re-roll this. It's a red, so 3 reds in the source. It's very unhelpful. We draw 3 more cards, so 1, 2, and 3, and we get Swiftness, Magic Talent, and Promise. Dummy Player then 1, 2, and 3. It's a red. They get 1 more back to us. And I think here, let's play Swiftness for move 2 and Magic Talent for move of 1, which gets us next to the keep. Because it's night, it's not revealed what's in there. So I think we end our turn there. We're left with 3 in hand. I mean, we could have alternatively plundered the village there. No, let's leave it. So we will discard those. We get 2 more. So 1 and 2, and we get Rage and Improvisation. Dummy Player then 1, 2, and 3. It's a white. They don't go again. Back to us. And I think here, let's play Improvisation and discard Promise to get a move of 3, and we'll explore this tile. So we get tile 13. And there's a Mage Tower in the middle and an Orc at the top. And the Orc is going to be 3 physical attack with poison and 5 armor. And I think we end our turn there. We have 3 left in hand. Yeah, let's go with that. So we get two more cards, and we get Stamina and Threaten. Dummy Player then 1, 2, and 3. It's a red. They get 1 more back to us. I think we can try and take this keep. I'm a bit hesitant to, because we can only get up to 8 attack, I think, and I think we're going to have to take wounds to do this. But let's try it. So we will play Stamina for move 2. Will get us into the keep. We'll lose 1 reputation. And the enemy is, it's 10 physical attack we're going to need. I don't think we can get that. Yeah, there's just no way we can get that. So we're going to have to retreat back out. This goes away, and we are left with 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we probably discard Threaten here. Yeah, so we'll have 3 in hand, and we'll draw another 2. And we get Crystal Joy and Tranquility. Dummy player then goes, and they're going to declare end of round. And the next turn, it's back to us. We're going to play Mana Draw. We'll use this skill for a blue to our inventory, and a white mana token, which we'll use on Mana Draw. And we're going to take one of the reds and set it to green, I think. That'll give us 2 green tokens. And we can use one of those with Tranquility. And sorry, during the last combat I didn't mention it, but the 2 physical attack would have been absorbed by the illusionist in the assigned damage phase. So yeah, we wouldn't have taken any wounds there. So yeah, we have 2 cards to draw with Tranquility, and we get 1, 2. We have Swiftness and Bow of Stars Dawn. So can we actually get to what we need for an attack here? And yeah, I think we can go for the keep again. So we can play Crystal Joy and Bow of Stars Dawn for a move of 2. We'll move into the keep and lose another reputation. We're going to assign the 2 points of damage to the illusionists again, who are physically resistant. And then we can play Will Focus with the green, along with Rage for an attack of 7, and then Swiftness for an attack of 3. That's a total attack of 10, which is enough to take him out in the attack phase. So we get 4 fame for that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we get 1 shield token on the keep. This does not get re-rolled. These are all getting discarded. So we eventually were able to take that enemy in the keep. These are getting discarded. And we get 1 more. We get a shield token on the keep first. Oh, we already put it there. So we get 1 more, and it is Determination. Dummy player declares end of round. All that we can do is really activate the illusionist and get a white to our inventory. And yeah, that's gonna be the end of the round. So we will re-roll the source. It is white, red, and green. Okay, so this gets renewed. We're renewing the unit offer. Still only regular units. So Udum Swordsman, and the Herbalists. The Pathfinding, there's still only 1 monastery on the board. So this gets renewed with Learning. They take Peaceful Moment into their deck, and the new advanced action is going to be Counterattack. They're going to get a white into their inventory for Charm Possess. The spell's advance, and the new one that we get is Expose, Mass Expose. And then we can shuffle up and go on to the next round. So we can draw up to our hand limit of 5 plus 1 because of our keep. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we get Promise, Threaten, Improvisation, Tranquility, Bow of Stars Dawn, and Stamina. And for our tactic, I think we probably want to go with Great Start here. We're probably going to try and explore this tile. Depending on what's on that, we can either go onto this tile or go for this Mage Tower and try and get probably Snowstorm or Expose into our deck, and then level up as well. So dummy player is going to take, they can't take that, they're going to take number 2, so Rethink is out of the game. These 2 are going away. We get another 2 cards, and the 2 we draw are Determination and Swiftness. Okay, so they're going to go first again, and they are going for 1, 2, and 3. It's a white, they get 1 more, so back to us. I think let's go with Stamina for a move of 2. So that we're going to explore this tile, and it is, okay, so tile number 9. And we're right next to a Mage Tower. There is a keep as well. So the keep goes face down, the Mage Tower goes face up, and it is 6 fire attack with fire resistance and 5 armor. Okay, so do we want to just go for that or go into the over here, or we could also recruit as well, so that's also an option. I think let's try and recruit the Utem Swordsman here. So we can play our Illusionist for influence of 4, Threaten for influence 2, and Promise with a white from the source for an influence of 4. So that's 4, 8, 9, 10. Less our 3 is 7. So we can get the Utem Swordsman for our next unit. And I think that's probably all we'll do this turn. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll draw one more because of our keep. So we'll re-roll this. It is a white. And these get discarded. We get one more, and we get Magic Talent. The dummy player then 1, 2, and 3. It's a white. They get one more. So back over to us. And I think we want to go for this Mage Tower, I think. So we're going to need 4 movement to get in there. So we will play Swiftness for move 2, Magic Talent Sideways for move 3, and Bow of Starstone for move 4. So we'll enter the Mage Tower. We lose a reputation. We're going to take 2 wounds to hand for that. There's no way we're coming up with enough block. So we'll take 2 wounds into hand, and then we can play Improvisation and discard Determination with a red from the source for a total attack of 5, which is enough to take him out in the attack phase. So we get 5 fame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are going to level up, and we do get a reward as well. We're left with these 2 wounds and Tranquility in hand. This gets re-rolled. It's a black. Okay, so we will take our reward first. I think here, let's go with probably Snowstorm. So we'll take Snowstorm into our hand. These advance along, and the new one that we get is Call to Arms, Call to Glory. Then we're getting a choice of skill, and the choices are so heal 2 or gain blue crystal and a red mana token. I think I'm just going to take heal 2. The common skill is going to be, okay, so that one is called Resistance Break. It's really, really great skill actually. For our advanced action, I think I'm going to take probably counter attack here. Yeah, let's go with that. The new advanced action then is going to be Steady Tempo. And we have 3 in hand, and we can draw another. We're still next to our keep, so we draw another 3. So we get 1, 2, and 3, and we get March, Snowstorm, and Counter Attack. Dummy player then 1, 2, and 3. It's a white. They get 1 more. Back to us. We're going to use our skill for heal 2, so we'll get rid of those 2 wounds. We could go for a move of 4 here, or we could why don't we do this? We'll play March for move 2, which gets us there, and then we can use probably Tranquility to draw 2 cards here. Although if we end our turn now, we will draw more, and then we can also potentially go for the dungeon as well. So yeah, let's end our turn there, maybe. Yeah, and then we can draw another 3 cards because we're still next to our keep. So we get 1, 2, 3, and we get Swiftness, Rage, and March. Dummy player then 1, 2, and 3. It's a white. 1 more. Back to us. I think let's go with March with the green for a move of 4, which will get us onto the dungeon. Then we can probably play, kind of want to play Tranquility to draw a card, and then maybe enter the dungeon here. Let's do that. So we'll play Tranquility to draw a card, and we get Crystal Joy. Yeah, let's. We could. Let's use a blue from our inventory with Crystal Joy, and we will take a green into our inventory. I don't think I want to take Crystal Joy back into my hand, so we're left with these 4. This gets discarded. Re-roll that. It's a red. And then we have 4 here. We get 1 more. So we get Rage. Dummy player then goes 1 and 2. They're going to declare end of round in the next turn. Back to us. I think we probably want to go for this dungeon here. Yeah, let's go for the dungeon. So we'll draw a brown. We can't use our unit, and Night Rules apply. So the brown enemy is going to be 5 physical attack with 4 armor and physical resistance. So I think we can take him out in the ranged and siege attack phase by playing Snowstorm with a blue from our inventory for a ranged ice attack of 5, which is enough to take him out in the ranged and siege attack phase. We are going to get 4 fame for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, so not quite enough to level up. We do get a reward, however. So we have to roll a dice. A gold or a black is a spell, and anything else is an artifact. It's a green, so we're going to get an artifact. And our choice is between Book of Wisdom and Sapphire Ring. So throw away an action card from your hand, gain an advanced action card from the advanced actions offer to your hand that is the same color as the action you threw away, or throw away an action card from your hand, gain a spell from the spells offered to your hand that is the same color as the action you threw away, and a crystal of that color to your inventory, or the Sapphire Ring, blue mana token and blue crystal to our inventory. I think I'm going to take Sapphire Ring here. And yeah, we are left with 1, 2, 3, 4. We draw up to our hand limit, which is 5 still, so we get Sapphire Ring. Dummy player declares end of round. So now we should have a shield token on that dungeon as well. So I think here we probably want to, let's go with Swiftness for a move of 2 to explore here. And we get, okay, so tile 11. There's an orc right in front of us, and that is going to be face up. So 4 physical attack, elusive, assassination, 3 armor if we block and 6 if we don't. Mage Tower goes face down. The ruins is going to go face up, and it is, okay, so an orc and a draconum for an artifact and an advanced action. And then I think we probably want to try and take out this orc here. We could, so there is a red in the source. Yeah, let's go with taking out the orc. So he's going to do 4 physical attack. We can play counter attack with the red from the source. So attack of 4, get an additional attack 3 for each enemy block this turn. We can use our Udam Swordsman for a block of 3, Rage for a block of 2. That's enough to block him fully. So we need 3 physical attack to take him out. And we get that from counter attack. So we gain +1 reputation and +3 fame. So 1, 2, 3. We also can play Sapphire Ring, gain a blue mana token and a blue crystal to our inventory and get fame +1. And then we're left with that in hand. It is the end of the round. We can use this for another blue to our inventory. And yeah, that is going to be everything. I think we do level up, so we will get another command token. These get discarded. The ones we didn't get to were stamina, mana draw, and will focus. So I kind of feel like we're a little behind here. If we could have got onto this tile, we could have explored maybe there and gotten a core tile out on the board as well. So yeah, we're probably a little behind where I'd like to be. We're re-rolling the source, and it's gold, black, black. So all of those need to be re-rolled. And we get gold, white, and red, which is fine. The unit offer gets refreshed. And we still only have regular units. So we get foresters, guardian golems, and the peasants. The learning advanced action gets discarded, and the new one that we get is dodge and weave. They're going to take pure magic into their deck. These advance along, and the new one that we get is crushing bolt. They're going to get a green to their inventory for restoration rebirth. These spells advance, and the new one that we get is going to be fireball, firestorm, and then we can ready our units and our skills, and then shuffle up and go on to the next round. Okay, so we'll draw up to our hand limit of 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we get Will Focus, Snowstorm, Mana Draw, both Stars Dawn, Tranquility, and Magic Talent. Looking at this, we can't go this way because that's the coast. So we're going to have to take out the Mage Tower at least, and probably aim to get here, and then explore probably these tiles. So yeah, let's go with, I think we're going to need more movement than we have in our hand at the moment. So let's go with Midnight Meditation. Dummy player is going to take number 2, so Long Night is out of the game. and they're going to go first again. So we can discard up to 5 cards, and we will, shuffle up to 5 cards back into our deck. So let's shuffle these 3 back into our deck, and then we can draw another 3, and hopefully we get some movement to get close to the Mage Tower, because we're definitely going to have to take that out. Okay, so we get 1, 2, 3, and we get Crystal Joy, Bow of Stars Dawn, and Counterattack. So really, really unhelpful. Dummy player is going to go, and they're going to go 1, 2, and 3. It's a green. They get 2 more, 1 and 2. Back to us. So yeah, I think we're going to have to probably go with 3 cards sideways. So we'll play Crystal Joy, Bow of Stars Dawn, and we'll focus sideways to move 3. We'll end our turn there. We discard those. We get another 3, and we have Rage, Sapphire Ring, and Stamina. Dummy player then 1, 2, and 3. It's a blue. They get 2 more, 1 and 2. Back to us. I think we need to go for the Mage Tower here. So we can play Stamina for move 2, which gets us into the Mage Tower and loses us 1 reputation. The enemy that we get is, okay, so 6 fire attack, fire resistance, and 5 armor. I think we can probably take him out in the raged and siege attack phase. If we play mana draw with a white from the source, we'll take the gold and set it to black. So where is it? Black, yeah. And then we get 2 black tokens, one of which we can use on Snowstorm, along with, let's play Sapphire Ring as well. We'll get a blue mana token to our inventory, or crystal to our inventory, and a blue mana token, and we get Fame +1. We also get to use that blue with the stronger effect of Blizzard. So we will, well, I mean, yeah, let's take a wound and siege ice attack of 8, which is efficient against his fire resistance. So physical attack and ice attack are going to be efficient against him. So we will take 1 wound. And yeah, we get 5 fame for all that for defeating him. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not enough to level up. But we can use our skill to heal this wound, and we're left with these cards in hand. These are getting discarded. The black doesn't get re-rolled, but the white is, and that is another black. Okay, so we are getting a reward for that. So we can either take Expose, Call to Arms, or Fireball. I think I'm going to take Fireball here. And then the new spell is going to be Cure and Disease. We're left with 2 in hand. We get a shield token on the Mage Tower. And we are drawing another 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we get Threaten, March, Stamina, and Fireball. Dummy player then 1, 2, and 3. It's a blue. They get 2 more. 1 and 2. Back to us. I think here we probably want to go with Stamina with the blue from our inventory for a move of 4. We can play March for a move of 2. That's a total move of 6. We can use 3 there and 2 there. So we get, so the red city is the first. And there is a Draconum, or 2 Draconums. So the far side one is going to be 5 physical attack, poison, swiftness, and 9 armor, and then the second is going to be 6 ice attack, paralyze, ice and physical resistance, and 7 armor. And then at level 7 the red city is going to be 1 brown enemy, 2 purple, and 1 white. So 1 brown, 2 purple, and 1 white, and all physical attack is going to be brutal, so that can go there, and then the ruins is going to go face down because it's night. And then so we've played 4, 6, and we have 1 point of movement left. We can play 1 card sideways here. I think I'll play Threaten sideways to get another tile out here. See what this one is. We can leave these over here. And it's not a city tile, unfortunately. There is a mage tower, which goes face down, and a ruins, which also goes face down. So we're going to have to get across here, I think, to be able to get the next one out. So this gets discarded. These three are getting discarded here. We get 3 more cards. So 1, 2, 3. And we get Promise, Rage, and Swiftness. The dummy player then goes 1, 2, and 3. It's a white. They get 1 more. They're going to declare end of round in the next turn. Back to us. And I think we will play Swiftness and Promise sideways for a move of 3, which gets us into the desert. We can engage this guy in combat. We do reveal what's in the city, so let's reveal that first. And it is 6 fire attack with brutal, ice resistance, and 6 armor. 2 physical attacks of 3 each with brutal, unfortified, 7 armor. 5 physical attack with poison, 5 armor, and 5 physical attack, physical resistance, and 4 armor. And all those physical attacks are going to be brutal. So yeah, those guys go there. And yeah, so we have to defeat this guy. We can use the white in our inventory. Or actually, let's use our skill to get a blue to our inventory and a white mana token. And we can use the white mana token with the illusionist for target unfortified enemy does not attack this combat. So he's just not going to attack. And then we can play Fireball with a red from the source for a ranged fire attack of 5. So we need another 2 points of fire attack or 4 points of physical or ice attack. And we can play our 2 rages for a total attack of 4. So that's a total enough attack to take him out in the attack phase. We get 8 fame for that and plus 2 reputation. So 1, 2. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We do level up. I think we can probably discard counterattack here as well. So we'll re-roll that. It's a green. And yeah, we are then, this goes away. We are going to level up. So we get a choice of skill. And the choice is between motivation and the influence skill. I'm going to take motivation here. I was tempted by resistance break, but motivation, just having access to the extra cards is really great. And then I think I'll probably take Crushing Bolt. And the new advanced action is going to be Intimidate. And yeah, we are drawing up to our hand limit of 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we get Swiftness, March, Improvisation, Determination, Magic Talent, and Crushing Bolt. Dummy player declares end of round. We're going to use our motivation for a green mana token and draw 2 cards. We only have 1 left and we get Tranquility. Okay, so we're going to want to move as much as we can here, I think. So how do we want to do this? I think we can use the green that we got from our motivation for a move of 4. So that'll get us 3 in there. And then we can play, I guess, probably Determination sideways here. Yeah, let's go with that. So that's a total move of 5. So we have enough to explore this tile now. And we can, let's move these slightly. So we should have explore here, and it is not a city. But we do have an orc right in front of us. And that orc, the orc on the far side is going to be 3 physical attack, unfortified, brutal, fire and ice resistance, and 5 armor. And then the one in front of us is going to be summoner with 4 armor. Okay, that might change our plans here. Let's see. And I think we can play Magic Talent with the blue from our inventory. We can pay a white and we will take Expose, Mass Expose, and put it in our discard pile. And then we can engage this orc in combat. And I think we can use, we're probably going to take some wounds here, but let's see. So we draw a brown enemy, and the one we get is, oh god. So 4 physical attack, poison, assassination, and swiftness. So we are going to need 8 block in order to block that. We could use our Utum Swordsman for a block of 6, and maybe if we go with I think let's use our unit, so attack or block 6. So we'll use block 6. He gets wounded, and then we need 2 more block. We can use Swiftness and Tranquility to block 2, so we'll use them sideways, so he's fully blocked. And then we need 4 attack to kill this guy, and we can use Crushing Ball with a green from our inventory for a siege or an attack of 3, and Improvisation sideways for an attack of 4. So that's enough to kill him. These are all getting discarded. And we are getting +1 reputation and +4 fame. So we'll discard all of these. So +1 reputation and +4 fame. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's that. That's the end of the round. This gets discarded. We re-roll the source. And actually we could have used the green in the source instead of the green from our inventory for Crushing Bolt there. So yeah, we'll use that. We would have kept the green in our inventory. It's gold, black and green, so the green will stay. We re-roll the gold and the black, and it's blue and white. We do now have our core tiles on the board, so we're getting elite units, and the first one is going to be Amatep Gunners. First regular is Shock Troops, and the second elite is the Ice Golems. Dodge and Weave is getting replaced with a new advanced action for the 1 monastery on the board, and it is Chivalry. And sorry, we ended on a red crystal mine, so we do get a red crystal to our inventory. They're going to take Blood Rage into their deck. These advance, and the new one that we get is going to be Force of Nature. And I did not refresh the spell offer, so the new spell would have been Chill, Lethal Chill. They're going to take Call to Arms, or sorry, a white into their inventory for Call to Arms, Call to Glory. These advance along, and the new one that we get is Offering. Then we can ready our units and our skills. This stays wounded, and shuffle up and go on to the next round. Okay, so we can draw up to our hand limit, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we get, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, Stamina, Swiftness, Crushing Bolt, Snowstorm, Rage, and Rage. And for our tactics, I think I'm just going to take Early Bird, and they're going to be left with the right moment. So we will go first. And yeah, we can, I think, probably want to just discard Stamina and Swiftness here. Yeah, let's try that. So we'll discard these 2. We'll draw another 2, and we get Stamina and Expose. Dummy player then 1, 2, and 3. It's a red. They get 1 more back to us. And sorry, we should have had a red crystal to our inventory for ending on the crystal mine. Let's use our motivation for a green to our inventory, or sorry, a green mana token and 2 extra cards. So the 2 we get are Mana Draw and Improvisation. Okay, Okay, so I think we can use our skill here for a heal of 2, and we'll heal this unit. And then we can play Stamina to move in to the Red City. We are going to lose 1 reputation. These are the 4 enemies. So we'll lose 1 reputation. And yeah, we can play this skill for a blue crystal and a white mana token. So the blue goes to our inventory. We can use Expose for target enemy loses all fortifications and all resistances this combat. Ranged attack of 2, along with Crushing Bolt with the green that we got from motivation for a siege attack of 3. So that's a total ranged siege attack of 5. We're going to target this guy, so he's no longer fortified or physically resistant. He's dead in the ranged siege attack phase. And then let's use the white from the source to activate the Illusionists. For target unfortified enemy does not attack this combat, we're going to target this guy. So he's not fortified, so he's not attacking. Then with this guy, we are going to block using our Udam Swordsman for a block of 6. That unit is going to become wounded. So he's wounded again, but he is fully blocked. And then this guy, we are going to take 4 wounds to hand. And 1, 2, 3, 4. So we get 4 wounds from him, and then we go on to the attack phase. And I think we will use Snowstorm with a blue from our inventory for a nice attack of 5, plus Rage for an attack of 2, which is enough to take him out in the attack phase. This guy, we need 6 attack, so we can use Improvisation and discard mana draw for an attack of 5 using a red from our inventory. And then we can play Rage for an attack of 2. That's a total attack of 7, which is efficient against him because he is ice resistant, so he's dead in the attack phase. And then this guy is left alive, so we get 3 shield tokens onto the city for that. So we moved in with stamina. We played our skill for a blue and a white mana token. We used the white with expose and a green from motivation for a siege, ranged and siege attack of 5, which is enough to take him out because he's lost all fortification and resistances. Then we used a white from the source for target unfortified enemy does not attack this combat. He didn't attack. We took 4 wounds to hand from this guy. And this guy was blocked using our Udam Swordsman with a block of 6. And then in the attack phase, we got Snowstorm with the blue from our inventory plus Rage was enough to take him out for 7. And then this guy was taken out with Improvisation, discarding mana draw for an attack of 5 plus Rage for an attack of 2. So that's a total attack of 7, enough to kill him. And that guy stays alive, so we retreat back out onto the red mine. We are going to get Fame for these 3 enemies. These are getting discarded. So red, white, green, and blue. All these cards are going away. And then we will get our Fame, which is going to be 4 plus 7 is 11, plus 5 is 16. So 1, 44, 60 we go to, so we do level up. We end on a crystal mine, so we get 1 more command token, so we get a red crystal to our inventory. We are left with these 4 in hand, 4 wounds, so we draw another 2, so 1, 2, and we get Bow of Stars Dawn and Sapphire Ring. Dummy player then, we should re-roll the white that we used, and that is a red. Sorry, where did that go? Yeah, red. So 1, 2, and 3. It's a blue. They get 2 more. 1 and 2. Back to us. And I think here we will just rest and discard the Bow of Stars Dawn to do that. So we'll get rid of those 4 wounds. We'll draw another 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we get Will Focus, Fireball, March, Counterattack, and Magic Talent. Dummy player then goes 1, 2, and 3. It's a red. They get 1 more. Back to us. Okay, so I think we will use, let's use our Sapphire Ring for a blue mana token and a blue crystal, and we get Fame +1. So we get Fame +1, and then we can use Magic Talent with the blue, and we can pay a blue as well from our inventory. Or actually, let's use the one from the source to get Chill and put that in our discard pile. And the new spell that we get is going to be Flame Wall, Flame Wave. And we're left with these 4 cards in hand. And I think I will probably keep these in hand. Although I could make a case for getting rid of Will Focus here. I don't think we're going to need that to take out the last enemy in that city. I think let's just use Will Focus to gain a green to our inventory. And then we will re-roll this. It's a blue. This gets discarded. These are getting discarded as well. We are left with 3 cards in hand. So we'll draw another 3. We do end on a red crystal mine. So we get 1 red to our inventory, and we have 1, 2, 3, and we get Tranquility, Threaten, and determination. Dummy player then 1, 2 and 3. It's a white, they get 2 more, 1 and 2. Back to us. And let's go first. So we'll play March, we'll lose a reputation, enter the city. This guy is going to attack with 5 physical attack. That's going to be brutal. We can play determination with the blue from the source for a block of 5, so he's fully blocked. We could use counter attack with the red from our inventory for an attack of 4 plus 3 because we blocked 1 enemy, so that's a total attack of 7. It's enough to take him out. We get 4 fame for that, so 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to be another skill we get. This gets discarded, this gets re-rolled, and it's a red. These are getting discarded, and we are left with 1, 2, 3 in hand. So we get a skill, and we are going to get a choice between the co-op one and access to more crystals. So the co-op one is once a round, put the skill token in the center. We can re-roll any mana die in the source. Any player may choose to return the token to you face down to use an extra die of a basic color from the source and to give you a crystal of that color. They may decide whether to re-roll that die or not at the end of the turn. So I'm probably more tempted by the crystal one here, although we do have unlimited access to blue with our sapphire ring. I think it's sapphire ring. Yeah, sapphire ring artifact. So alternatively, I could just go for the resistance break here skill. Yeah, I think I'm going to take this one. Let's go with that. And that means we have to take steady tempo into our deck. These advance, and the new one that we get is regeneration. We should get 1 more shield token on the city. We have 1, 2, 3. We get draw up to 6 plus 2 because we're in a city. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we get Promise, March, Crystal Joy, Swiftness, and Steady Tempo. Dummy player then 1, 2, and they're going to declare end of round on the next turn. Back to us. Okay, so let's first of all use the green in the source to heal this. So we'll heal that, and then we can use Crystal Joy with the blue from our inventory. We will gain a white. Take that into our inventory and use that on Promise for an influence of 4. We'll use a red on Threaten for influence of 5. That's a total influence of 9. We're at -3. To pick up the Amatep Gunners, we're going to need 11. So we have 5 plus 4 is 9. And then we have actually 4 there as well. So we would have 4 plus 4 is 8, 9, 10. So instead of using our red, let's use probably March Sideways for 1, influence 1. So we have 4 from the city, 4 from Promise is 8, 9, 10 from Threaten, and 11 from March. That's enough to get the Amatep Gunners, and these will be discarded. This gets re-rolled. It's a blue. All of these get discarded, and we are left with these cards in hand. The dummy player then declares end of round, and then we have to decide what we want to do here. I think let's engage this guy in combat. So we can activate our Amatep Gunners using a red from the source for a ranged fire attack of 6, and then we can use a red from our inventory with Fireball for a ranged fire attack of 5. That's enough to take him out in the ranged and siege attack phase. So we get +2 reputation and +7 fame. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We will stay in the city. These are getting discarded. That's going to get re-rolled because it's the end of the round. We're left with Steady Tempo and Swiftness in hand. And yet we can re-roll the source. So that's white, green, blue. New units. So we are going to get 2 new elite units and 1 new regular unit. And the first is Ultim Guardians. First regular unit is the Foresters, and the second elite is going to be the Catapults. Okay, and then Chivalry is getting replaced. So we are going to replace that with Into the Heat. They're going to take Intimidate into their deck. These advance along, and the new one we get is Ice Bolt. They're going to get a green into their inventory for the spell Cure Disease. these advance along, and the new one that we get is going to be underground travel, underground attack. We can ready our units and our skills, and then shuffle up and go on to the next round. Okay, so we can draw up to our hand limit of 6 plus 2 for our city. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And we get a wound, march, swiftness, sapphire ring, a wound, tranquility, magic talent, and expose. So we have no influence cards, so we're not going to be able to get probably the catapults or the ultimate guardians here. I think I'm going to take sparing power. They're going to go first when they take from the dusk. So they are going 1, 2, and 3. It's a blue. They get 2 more, 1 and 2. We are going to spare power. I think we probably want to use our skill to heal 2 here. So we'll use that. And then we probably want to get moving, because, yeah, we just, I mean, we could go with tranquility to get another 2 cards into hand and hopefully get some influence. Do I want to do that? Let's try it. So we'll use the green from the source, I think. Although we would need 10 at a minimum to get the catapults. We have 4 there. I think I'm not going to. So let's go with march for a move of 4. That gets us there, and then we can play swiftness for a move of 2, which explores the last tile, and it is the green city. So that is going to be like that. Yeah. So we have 2 orcs. The first on the bottom is going to be 3 physical attack with fortified with 3 armor. On the side then is going to be 3 physical attack, poison, and 5 armor. And then the green city at level 11 is going to be 2 brown enemies and 3 white. So 2 brown, 1, 2, and 3 white. So 1, 2, 3. And all of these physical attacks are going to be poisonous in this city. So do we want to, I mean, we could maybe go for, we could wait on this tile, and then we could play underground travel by using magic talent and discard tranquility and get to the magical glade. But it might almost be better to stay in the village, and then we can plunder it a few times, get a really big hand, and hopefully go from there. So yeah, let's wait where we are for the time being, and yeah, then discard these. That gets re-rolled. It's a red. Those get discarded. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We're still next to our city, so we draw another 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and we get stamina, rage, a wound, and rage. Dummy player then 1, 2, and 3. It's a white. They get 2 more, 1 and 2. Back to us. And I think first let's spare power, and we can play stamina with the blue from the source for a move of 4 and discard magic talent, I think. Although we could also move 4 and then discard rage. No, let's discard magic talent. So we'll move 5 into the village. We get to see what's in the city here. And the ones we are going to face are 8 fire attack, cumbersome, doubly fortified, 7 armor, 3 ice attack, paralyzed, swiftness, fire resistance, and 7 armor. The same again for that guy. This guy is going to be 6 physical attack, doubly fortified, 6 armor, and then 5 physical attack, brutal, and 5 armor. Okay, so all the physical attacks are going to be poisonous. And yeah, I think we end our turn there. So we'll be left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in hand. We're probably going to plunder the village next turn, so we'll keep all these in hand. We could use tranquility here, but no, let's leave it. So this gets re-rolled. It's a red. and then dummy player 1, 2, and 3. It's a blue, they get 2 more, 1 and 2. We'll plunder the village and lose our reputation. And the 2 we get are swiftness and threaten. We're going to spare power. Okay, let's take on this orc, I think. So we can, let's use probably, we can block with rage for 1, or for 2, sorry, and threaten sideways for 1. So that's a total block of 3. That's so he's blocked fully, and then we can use this skill for a blue and a white mana token. So a blue crystal and a white mana token. So the white goes there, the blue into our inventory. We can use swiftness with the white for an attack of 3 and rage for an attack of 2. That's enough to take him out in the attack phase. So we get +1 reputation and +3 fame. So 1, 2, 3. So he's dead. We will end our turn there. This gets discarded. These are all getting discarded as well. We're left with 1, 2, 3, 4. So we draw another 2. So 1, 2. And we get will focus and steady tempo. Dummy player then 1, 2, and 3. It's a red. They get 1 more. Back to us. We're going to plunder the village. So we get another 2. And we get snowstorm and stamina. We lose 1 reputation. We're also, let's spare power. And then I think we're just going to rest here and discard steady tempo along with the wound. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in hand. We don't draw another. Dummy player 1 and 2. They're going to declare end around the next turn. We're going to plunder the village. So we'll get promise and counter attack. We lose a reputation. We'll spare power. And then I think we're just going to discard promise from our hand. We'll be left with these, and we'll end our turn there. And then the dummy player declares end of round. We'll plunder the village 1 more time. So we get another 2. So we get mana draw and a wound. We're going to use our sparing power because we have to go in on this turn. And we get crushing bolt, bow of stars dawn, fireball, determination, and crystal joy. We can use our motivation skill for a green mana token. And we'll get 2 more cards. And we get chill and improvisation. Okay. I think let's use tranquility first to draw a card. So we'll draw the last, and it is March. Okay. Okay, so we can play March to move in for a move of 2. So we will move in to the city. We lose another reputation. These are the 5 enemies. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we can, first of all, let's use, we'll break the sapphire ring for an unlimited, well actually first let's break bow of stars dawn. So each of our ranged attacks this turn is either doubled or becomes a siege attack of the same element. We can double any siege attacks, but they become ranged attacks of the same element. We can also, let's break the sapphire ring for an unlimited supply of blue and black. Fame +1 for each blue spell we cast this turn. So we have an unlimited supply of blue, both blue and black. And we can use mana draw to be able to play 2 dice from the source this turn. We will use expose with a white from the source along with 1 of our black from our unlimited supply. We're going to choose enemies lose all fortifications, so none of them are fortified anymore. We also get ranged attack 3, which is doubled from the bow of stars dawn. So that's going to be a ranged attack of 6. We can play fireball with a red from the source for a ranged fire attack of 5, which is doubled to an attack of 10. So that's a total ranged attack of 16. And that will be enough to take out, I guess we can group all 3 of these together. So if we do that, then we have 7 plus 6 is 13 plus 5 is 18. So we need a total attack of 18. We have 10 plus 6 is 16. And then we can play crushing bolt. That's going to be an attack of 6. Yeah, let's go with that. So we'll use a green from our inventory. That's enough to take all of those out in the ranged and siege attack phase. Then we can play snowstorm, we'll use one of the blue from our unlimited supply for a ranged ice attack of 5, which is doubled from the Bow of Stars Dawn. That's a ranged ice attack of 10, which is enough to take him out in the ranged and siege attack phase, because none of the enemies are fortified anymore. And then we can play Chill along with a blue from our unlimited supply and a black from our unlimited supply. Target enemy does not attack this combat and gets armor -4. He's no longer attacking. His armor is down to 3 in the attack phase. So we just need to, we could activate our Amatep Gunners, I guess, for an attack of 5. That's enough to take him out in the attack phase. So all of them are dead. So just to recap, we played March to move in. We lost a reputation and went down to the X. We broke the Bow of Stars Dawn and the Sapphire Ring. All of our ranged attacks are doubled. We played mana draw to be able to use 2 die from the source. We used a white and a black from our unlimited supply. Chose enemies lose all fortifications, so none of them are fortified anymore. We played Fireball for a ranged fire attack of 5, using a 2nd die from the source. We got ranged attack 3 here, which and then a siege attack of 3. So all of those are doubled because of the Bow of Stars Dawn. So we had a total 3 plus 5 is 8 plus 3 is 11, which is actually 22 fire and physical attack, which is more than enough to take out these guys in the ranged and siege attack phase. And then we played Snowstorm for a ranged ice attack of 5, which gets doubled to a ranged ice attack of 10 because he's no longer fortified. That is enough to take him out in the ranged and siege attack phase. And then we played Chill with the blue and black from our unlimited supply. This guy doesn't attack and gets armor -4. And then we used our Amatep Gunners for an attack of 5, which is more than enough to take him out because his armor is now reduced to 3. We could also have used our Udum Swordsman for an attack of 3 instead. And then yeah, we're left with these cards in hand. So yeah, I think we got everything there. And we get fame +1 for each blue spell we cast. We cast 1, 2, so we get 2 fame for that. And yeah, so each of our ranged attacks this turn is either doubled or becomes siege. You may also double, siege of the same element. Yeah, so that's fine. Both of those are broken. We put those back there. We defeated all of these. And yeah, we are re-rolling these 2. It's a red and a black. These are all getting discarded. We were still left. We could have used our green instead of from motivation instead of the one from our inventory for Crushing Bolt. Yeah, let's do that. And then we are discarding all of our cards that we played. So all of these are gone. All of these and these 2 as well. We have no more cards left to draw, but we do get fame, so we might level up here, or we do level up. So we get 7 plus 4 is 11, plus 7 is 15, plus 7 is 22, plus 5 is 27. So we go from 77, 87, 97, 104. So that is 2 level ups. So we get 1 more command token, and we also get a choice of skills, and we get either flight or the attack one. I think we forgot to maybe reveal a Tovak's common skill the last time. So we could use, let's just go with the attack one, I guess. And then for our, let's go with regeneration, I think. We will take that, and then the new one in the offer is going to be Mountain Lore. And yeah, I think that's everything for our level up. So we draw back up, we get regeneration, and we have 1 more turn here. We can probably, let's heal 1 to get rid of this wound. And then we have these cards in hand. We can't do any recruiting, so we're probably going to have to take on that orc. So we can engage him in combat. We should have 5 shield tokens, but it doesn't really matter on the city. So yeah, let's engage the orc in combat. He's fortified, he's doing 3 attack. We can use determination for a block of 2 and stamina sideways for a block of 3. and then we can play, I guess, counter attack, and that's attack 2 plus an additional attack 2 for each enemy blocked this turn, so that's enough to take him out. We get +1 reputation and +2 fame, and yeah, that's all we can do. So let me tidy up and then we can come back for scoring. Okay, so we had 4 spells, so that's another 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 advanced actions. So we go to 119. We had 1 wound, so we'll take 2 off now. And then artifacts, we had none left in our deck. Crystals, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so that's another 3. So 1, 2, and 3. Units 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sites, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's another 10. So we go to 17. And then 20 for cities. So we go 27, 37. And then 15 for all cities, so 47, 52. 30 for each unplayed round. There were no cards left in his deck, and we don't get the +5. So that's a total of 172. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. I thought I was kind of a little bit worried when we were hanging around here before we took the Red City, because it was getting quite late. I thought we still had 2 core tiles to explore, but then I realized that we only had 1, and that made it a little bit better. It was lucky that we got we were able to come down from the north to get the Green City and just keep plundering that village, just to get a really big hand going into the last battle. That was really helpful. And then, yeah, having the unlimited supply of blue and black, I thought it paired well with these 2 blue spells. We had plenty of crystals, which was, yeah, having 4 spells, that was useful. And then, yeah, I thought we had a really powerful deck by the end of it. So yeah, pretty happy with how that went. Let me know in the comments if you have any thoughts, as always. Do appreciate them. But yeah, that's going to do it for today. Hope you enjoyed this, and hope you can join again next time. Thank you.